Today I have more wood sign hacks using Dollar Tree signs. I'm still crafting my stash. Welcome to the Chic Show. First 5 projects are using this simple garden sign from Dollar Tree. Using my handsaw, I'm going to simply cut these into 5 different pieces, and we're going to make them into the shape of a gift tag. Once I have them all cut, I'm going to sand down the sides. I'll use a handsaw and a miter box to trim the edges so that it has more of a tag shape. Here's how they look now that they're all cut out. I'll do a little more sanding and then I will drill a hole in the end of each one. You could certainly paint these tags, but I chose to use different kinds of scrapbook paper. So I'm applying Mod Podge, 2 layers of Mod Podge to each tag, and I'll use the iron-on method. Because these are pretty much particle board, they do soak up that Mod Podge pretty quickly, so it will take 2 layers. For the first tag, I'm not actually using scrapbook paper, but I am using a part of one of the Dollar Tree calendars. And I did give this tag a coat of Pink Sky by Waverly, and then I'm adding on the calendar page. I'll be using some of the faux Dollar Tree leather in white to add some embellishments to the top. We'll take a look at it at the end. Now I'm starting on the second tag. I used some scrapbook paper to cover the front. This will be a birthday tag. And I added some white paper to the center. Now I'm adding one of Dollar Tree's rub-on transfers to the center. I'll use a little bit of this cotton twine just to frame off that center part. For the third tag, I used this colorful scrapbook paper, and now I'm adding a center strip, just like we did in the last one, using white paper, and then I'll add a rub-on transfer. This rub-on transfer is really old. It's from my scrapbooking days, so I'm not even sure what brand it was. So here's a look at these 3 colorful tags. Now for my neutral lovers out there, these 2 tags are for you. These are using more neutral colors. The first one will get a coat of Waverly Ink chalk paint. I cut a tag out of scrapbook paper a little bit smaller so that it would be outlined in that black paint. And now I'm adding a rub-on transfer from Dollar Tree. For the next tag, I used a page out of a book, and I'm just sanding away the edges to have a nice clean line. Now I'm using some of Dollar Tree's burlap flowers, and I'm just going to play around with them and pick the one that I like the best to embellish this simple tag. For these two neutral tags, I did use some fabric that I ripped in strips for the hanging mechanism. And here's a look at these two beautiful tags. The next project is using one of these Easter signs from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use my hand saw to cut across the top and the bottom to make a straight edge, and then I'm going to use my box cutter to just kind of chisel away at the middle of it so that we can make more of a banner shape. Now that that is complete, I'm going to remove that tag and we're going to give it a coat of Waverly Emplaster. It did take a couple of coats because this particle board does soak up the paint. I printed off my initial from my computer and I'm just using some tracing paper and I'm going to trace my initial onto the tag. Once I have it traced on to the tag, I'm going to be using a paint marker just to color it in. This is a wood piece that I just had in my scraps, and I'm going to paint it with Waverly Black Ink chalk paint. Once it's dry, I'm going to use wood glue to glue it across the top of the tag, and then I will drill those holes back into it. I'm also using a stamp pad just to kind of go along the edges, just to give it a little bit of an outline and some definition. This gingham ribbon makes the perfect hanger for this tag. This ribbon is pretty thin, so I did have to tie about 3 knots to keep the knot from going back through the hole. Just to add a little bit of color, I'm using one of these foam flowers that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and I'm adding some lamb's ear as well. I did add a bit of scuffing with my finger sander over the whole sign. I love the way this turned out. Let me know what you think. I would love to know which of these projects is your favorite, and if you would like to see more videos like this using wood signs, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Thanks so much for watching. Bye now. Share the chic.